I'm gonna start this off by saying I love Donkey Kong. It's at least on the top of the top 10 list of best games of all time for me. So I'm deciding to talk about one of the best games of the series, Donkey Kong Country Returns. So let's first talk about its story. It's simple enough. Donkey Kong storyline, same as always. So it's early in the morning on Donkey Kong Island, and the volcano absolutely decides to erupt early in the morning, releasing an old tribe called the Tiki tribe, releasing down to Donkey Kong Isle. And then they decide to, absolutely rob the Kongs from every single banana they ever had. Diddy Kong lurks outside, wondering what a commotion about. Sees them with a whole bunch of bananas, and checks down to their banana hole, and boom, notices they're all gone. Diddy, obviously, is upset, chases them down, like the absolute goat he is. Donkey Kong just wakes up, checks out the window, notices their banana gone. Then, boom, one of the Tiki tribe members, don't know his name, tries to hypnotize Donkey Kong. This does not work, because Donkey Kong's brain is too smooth, aka dumb. He's dumb. So, that happens, and we get introduced to the best part of the game, the motion controls. This is kind of funny part, though, because we beat him into oblivion, right? Boom, 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 out to the other side of this area. You might be thinking, what do they want to do with the bananas this time? King K. Rool didn't really have a clear motive. Just the fact that he wanted to start the Kongs. That's really it. That's pretty stupid. Like 3 times. Anyways, this time, their motive is more clear, I guess. Tiki Kong brings all the bananas up to the top of the mountain. And, has all the rest of the Tiki tribe leader things to throw them in his head. Throw them in his head. And we'll let the scene play out. Yep, to fulfill Tiki Kong's lifelong dream to have hands. And so he can roll or something, I don't know, this is kind of dumb. But hey, at least the goats let us know. Yeah. Alright, now let's talk about gameplay, because that's the most important part of the game, not the story. Rareware has taught us that 50 million times. With Donkey Kong Country, the first trilogy, and many other games. And Mario, it teaches us that having a good story is not really as important, as long as the game is fun. Anyway, let's talk about that. Alright, so, the gameplay is fun. 100% of this game is really satisfying to watch. This way, it's like one of my background clips thing for your ADHD brains. And it's probably more fun to play than watch, like 50 million percent. It's really fun to kill enemies, jump around. Everything that you do in the game, you feel heavy, which is a great way to go. Because you're a gorilla, of course you're going to be heavy. And unfortunately, the Donkey Kong Country original trilogy, you didn't really feel as heavy as you do in this game. Probably because of the hardware limitations. I bet Rareware could have, because they're goated and creative, probably would have been able to do that if the limitations. Donkey Kong, and the controller, the Wii, I'm talking about the Wii version, not HD. Probably the whatever, which is why this game's relevant. Anyways, this is fun. It's really fun. The vibrations is really good to really emphasize how heavy Donkey Kong is. And, the world around you breaks apart as you like jump down, land somewhere. And let me show you like a good clip of that. Alright, right here. And boom, the ground breaks and stuff. This is a fine example of that. This happens all throughout the game, which makes the game really fun, really exciting to play through. Let me talk about the difficulty. Yes, I'm a little girl and might whine about it, but a little bit, Sorry. The difficulty sometimes can be brutal and really unfair to me sometimes. Remember, this is all my opinion. It's not fact or anything. Yeah, my opinion. Sorry, disclaimer before I complain about how hard it is. Anyways, in my opinion, this game is too unfairly hard. I managed to get through it, but I don't know. I don't think there's enough save states. This part is definitely me being a little girl. This game is gets so hard sometimes that I even unplugged the console to play the N64 at times. And sometimes I get so mad that I literally had a year break before I kept on get back to the game. That was because I was younger when I got this game. But still, even I get tempted to give up. Anyways, yeah, I'm done yapping about that part. Let's talk about the bonus rooms real quick. Alright, so yeah, they're nice to have lives. Catch up lives. Really helpful for me, because I'm a noob. But, on, retrospective, they're boring, and, sometimes they repeat the same one throughout the whole game. And, sadly, they're required for, 100%. Well, they're not really. Con glitters do, but if you truly want to feel 100% completed, you gotta get them for, the puzzle pieces. Beat those minigame rooms. But, though, with this heavy difficulty of the games, I feel relieved and actually kind of proud of myself when I finish the level. Boss fights sometimes can be overwhelming, specifically the chicken robot boss fight was very hard. But, Mowgli's, you know how much I love Mowgli. I love him, actually. He's my favorite character ever. Anyways, I love him. But his boss fight is really easy, insanely easy. Too easy. But it's still a fun boss fight, even though it's not hard. As you probably can tell now by me, I don't really like difficulty or that much. But I can still deal with it, I guess. So I guess that's about it for my review. Alright, let's tell you how the game ends, I guess. It ends with Donkey Kong getting his bananas back. And Tiki Tong dying. The end. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I love Donkey Kong. I want to express that with this being my second video of the channel. Nice. Anyways, see you guys in the next one. I'm thinking of not making it Nintendo related. Maybe I'll talk about the Amazing World of Gumball show. The new one coming up. Anyways, yeah, bye.